What's good, YouTube? Cardfight King here, Aqua Life Baby. You already know how it is, baby. Alright, so we got some new Aqua Force reveals. We got the Maelstrom support we were expecting to get now. I was going to release an updated Maelstrom deck profile, but after seeing this, I kind of want to just wait for the area update and then do like a playtesting stream or whatnot with some of this new stuff here. But I want to go ahead and talk about the cards revealed and kind of like what I'm thinking about what the Maelstrom deck is going to kind of like turn out to be, so to speak. So first one we have here is Jeweled Staff of Kingfisher, green, Elpedia. So she's a common card in the set, and what she does is that on Guardian Circle and Rearguard Circle have a Maelstrom. She gets 5k power and 5k shield. So she's a sweet 10k blocker, and she's a permanent 15k or 14k body. So easily a really nice card for Maelstrom. An increase in defense, being able to intercept for 10k is really nice. Her being a 14k attacker means that she hits over Excel cards, and she can at least hit them for a 5 damage poke. If she's unboosted, boosted with the 8k, she hits a solid 22, which is a 15k block on an Excel or Protect Vanguard. So easily just a really sweet card. 17k or 19k on the Excel 2 marker, so not too bad. Her other ability is where where we really get into things. So when it attacks a Vanguard, now she has to attack Vanguard. You counterblast one, and you pay the cost at counterblast one until the end of that battle. When your attack hits effects activate even if the attack does not hit. So basically, she triggers the on hit abilities that activate even if she did not hit. So pretty much what it is you swing with her, use her, counterblast one for her ability. At the end of the battle, you and make sure it's the third battle of the turn, you discard 2 cards and restand your OG Maelstrom. So really what we got in the set is basically support that says, okay, well, Maelstrom's ability was on hit, so we're going to give you support cards that makes Maelstrom's ability, that makes it so that your rear guards don't have to hit on the third or fourth battle that turn to restand your OG Maelstrom. Now you'll see a common theme among this stuff, and I'm going to tell you about it when we get to the last reveal. But she's overall a very solid card. Definitely something you're going to be playing in your Maelstrom deck, and kind of how I'm seeing the Maelstrom deck shape out to be a little bit. So the next grade 2 we got is actually a double rare Drifting Flow Fencer. So he's a interesting card too. Basically, he's like Igni Road for Kakuro. When placed, Vanguard Rearguard, top 7 for a Maelstrom, add 1 to hand. Really easy searcher for Maelstrom, just a grade 2 on place. Search top 7 for a Maelstrom card. Very good, solid overall. And when it attacks, if it's the 4th battle of the turn or more, if you have a Vanguard with Maelstrom in his name, he gets 15k until the end of that battle. So what I can see here from him is that he probably may end up replacing Coral Assault in the deck, and the common theme is that I feel like you're just going to run nothing but Maelstrom support in the deck, the way the deck kind of is shaping out to be. And the reason why I say he probably is going to end up replacing Coral Assault because they both gain 15k, even though Coral Assault goes into Soul, the end of battle, draw a card. This deck kind of just wants to keep units on the board and go. Now obviously we can go in and we can talk about the different matchups and does it stack up to the Lord, Blade Master wrecks this deck and all that good noise. Yeah, I know that, but this card is an easier condition for for what you want to do. Coruscant does need to have 4 other units rested in order to gain the 15k, and he does Mirage, which is goes in soul and draws you a card. This guy just is a consistent, 15k, 24k beater. Really, a lot of it's intended for him to be, take that slot, kind of like what Riptide was holding in a way. It was like just a solid booster, and with a booster with an 8k booster, he hits 32, so he hits a baseline Riptide numbers anyways. So overall, just a very solid card. Definitely is going to be ran. Then we get Bubble Ball Corporal. I actually love this card. Love this artwork too. She's a grade 1. Looks like she's a rare. So what this card does is that when its attack or the attack it boosted hits a Vanguard, you look at the top 7 cards of your deck and reveal up to 1 Maelstrom and add to your hand. So remember, so if she's sitting here boosting Elpedia, the Jewel Staff, so then that means that you're going to get Maelstrom's restand ability off, and you can search the top 7 cards of your deck for a Maelstrom card, because it's on hit. Its on hit ability just goes off regardless, and then you can actually have her behind your Vanguard for the majority of the game, because of that as well. So we already seen 2 cards. We have 1 card that sits on the board, and if it hits, or if you have an ability that makes it not have to hit, then that means that you're going to be searching Maelstrom for the top 7 the entire game. And then, combined with our Drifting Flow Fencer, you're going to be searching the top 7 of the deck anyways. So a lot of searching for Maelstrom, a lot of top 7 searching already we see here. But solid card overall. I think she's comparable to Wingle from the MLB deck, I guess. On hit, search for a blaster, so searches for a Maelstrom. And then the last card we got revealed for us was Radiate Assault. So what Radiate Assault does, another rare. When placed, you play cost Soulblast 1, and until the end of your turn, your when attack hits for effects for the battle that this unit attacked or boosted activate, even if the attack did not hit. And then put a card with Maelstrom in its card name to the drop zone on the bottom of your deck and draw a card. So really an interesting card. Pretty much you pay the first cost to do that, which allows you to pay the second cost, so you can't just keep having him on the board to recycle Maelstroms. But very interesting on place ability. You can place him like behind Vanguard, or place him behind your 3rd or 4th attack of the turn, and then have that go off so that you can restand OG Maelstrom. And then for any discard day, because like I said, we're searching a ton. You're constantly searching, shuffling your deck, so you could just send back, glories or whatever else you drop from your hand to the drop zone for Maelstrom skill, or do you think maybe you soul blasted out a Maelstrom if you had to reride, and then you just send that back to draw cards. So this is a very good, very solid card overall. And if you guys have noticed, more or less the theme of this set is really all support for OG Maelstrom, which is currently sitting at, it looks like it got bought out and was sitting at $40, but everything is supporting OG Maelstrom. As you notice, there's nothing for this deck that helps or supports Glory Maelstrom. And this could mean that we may end up getting as probably one of our double rares, maybe not, because I think that I still want to see pretty much the majority of the support in the set dedicated to the Thavis Lambros playstyle and what we get. But it seems as if we may or may not get a new Maelstrom. I'm thinking maybe something along the lines of Admiral Maelstrom or something of that nature. Mostly because like I said, this support works with OG Maelstrom. It promotes you just wanting to sit on OG Maelstrom and do that. Now, it does promote a better turn 3, but it also says, making his ability on hit is actually kind of bad because this is not Vanguard 0. So and his ability didn't really go off now, but now your opponent, really can't stop you from doing that, from doing it, because you have two ways of being able to activate his, discard two restand ability. Now you can also combine this with press stream. Like if you go press stream, use skill, ditch a Maelstrom, call Radiate Assault, Soul Blast one, get that, and then toss the Maelstrom that you ditch from your hand back into your deck to draw a card. Like that's actually a really nice combo for a counterblast one and then a Soul Blast one. So your Maelstrom gets triple drive. So now your attack pattern is going to be 2 attacks, then your third attack, whether it's boosted by Radiate Assault or not, whatever it is, you discard, you triple drive, discard 2, third attack, then restand, and they get another triple drive in. So it's possible that we can get off 6 drive checks in Maelstrom. Which is really nice. With all that searching, we're filtering our deck out of grade 3s, and we have the ability to get 6 drive checks in a turn with Maelstrom. So very solid overall. What I'm seeing as far as deck, thinking just as far as deck construction is concerned, is I'm thinking that we're going to end up most likely making it so that the entire deck just centers around Maelstrom. Again, I need to see if they're going to release another Maelstrom or not, but I think the entire deck's going to center around that. So we're probably going to end up, I'm not saying we are, but just early prognostication of how to best use these cards is we're going to probably end up sacrificing certain things with the grade 2 game, taking out Tidal, taking out the Algos engine, taking out Coral Assault, and just putting in all of these cards that, really just support Maelstrom and what Maelstrom wants to do. We're searching for Maelstrom constantly throughout the deck. We're giving Maelstrom extra drive checks. Anything that doesn't really work with Maelstrom, we're not really going to be running in the deck. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking about as far as deck construction. Like I said, we're going to be testing out different builds of Maelstrom involving all this new support when they do update Cardfight area, and I will do a live stream of it. But this is some interesting stuff. Looks okay. Do I think it's going to make Maelstrom any more competitive than it is right now? Not really. No, I don't think so. It doesn't make the deck better. Sure, it definitely makes the deck better than it currently is in its current state now, but I don't think that it's going to be enough, possibly to compete with Luard. And obviously, the Thavis Lambros support is more or less going to trump anything that Aquaforce, that Maelstrom is going to be getting during this set. So, like I said, I wasn't expecting too much from this Maelstrom support. This is interesting, but again, it only supports one Maelstrom. It doesn't support Glory, which means that it's promoting you to sit on OG Maelstrom more so than actually being on Glory. Because once you're on Glory, the problem is that all the other support that we got, unless it's like Press Stream or whatever it is, it doesn't work anymore. And Press Stream's an okay card, but he's really only good with OG Maelstrom. And so Glory Maelstrom is really, I guess, intended to be your opponent's on 5 damage, get the guard straight, get the power short, let's go. But then it's like, but then you ask yourself, do I really want to cut out my multi-attack? That means that I'm cutting out Tidal Assault, I'm cutting out Algo, so I don't have the multi-attack to do swing first, or, Glory, swing first, restand, then swing, then you can restand Tidal. I mean, there are different plays that you can go through and whatnot, and again, this is what testing is all about, but like, I really feel like they're going to need to come out with another Maelstrom, because the fact that it only supports one Maelstrom doesn't give me the comfortability of really taking this deck any more serious than I am taking it now, which is, not at all. And the fact that you can misride if you end up just, not finding OG Maelstrom, which is probably kind of a little bit hard to do with the way the deck is set up. But, like, if you're having trouble finding OG Maelstrom and you end up riding Glory or doing anything with Glory Maelstrom, it's going to be really, really bad. And like I said, if you're thinking by cutting Algos, by cutting Tidal Assault, things like that, then you're losing your multi-attackers in the clan. So then it's just really a lot of it's just baseline attack. and then that's about it. You're not really getting too much out of it. Now, can Wheel Assault make it back into the deck? I think Wheel Assault definitely may end up having another place in this deck, because you can actually create a multi-attack by having, like if you have double Drifting Flow Fencer on the board, you can constantly, one of your columns you can boost with Wheel Assault, swing, and then end up swapping them, and then you have 24, and then you can do certain things like that, or you can have them both in one column. You can attack here, attack with Vanguard, attack with something, attack here, attack with Vanguard. I mean, it just depends on what your field setup looks like, but Wheel Assault definitely made again have a place in this deck. I say again because I kind of took him out in my recent build, but that's neither here nor there. But it's interesting support. There are a lot of different ways, a lot of things that keep coming to my mind about how we can build the deck, what plays we can do and whatnot. I'm not really thinking about matchups right now. I'm just thinking about how the deck can flow and run right now. But like I said, when we are able to test this stuff on area, I will go through a lot of the various different builds, different things for it, and see what we can come up with. And again, I really hope they come out with another Maelstrom, because it really doesn't support Glory, and I'd rather not have you sit on OG Maelstrom all game when there's a possibility that something else could come out. But not saying it's terrible, but it's But that's the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Aqua Life Baby. You already know how it is, and we're out.